When nature fights back, only those with real grit rise to the challenge. Out in the field, it's not just machines versus mud, it's a test of endurance, experience, and raw determination. Watch as powerful tractors wrestle with impossible terrain, their operators transforming setbacks into stunning saves. Welcome to the world where getting stuck is just the beginning, and triumph is earned inch by inch. Picture a rugged winter landscape, deep snow covering everything in sight. One moment, the MTZ-50 tractor is plowing ahead, the next, it's frozen solid, wheels spinning uselessly. The absence of a mechanical differential lock, an essential feature in challenging conditions, becomes a major setback. If it had been included, that tough patch of snow wouldn't have stood a chance. The real trouble stems from a flawed trailer design that interferes with axle performance. Meanwhile, more modern systems, like the Weimer squirrel cage setup or BB5 hydraulic hub integrations, offer cleaner, more efficient solutions to these kinds of mechanical hurdles. Now shift your view to a swampy mess. The battle? A relentless slog through thick mud and rocks. The T-40, a Soviet-era tractor, digs in with everything it's got. It's not flashy, but its raw torque and traction are unmatched. While newer models like the Lovell boast comfort and tech upgrades, all those bells and whistles mean nothing if the tires can't grip. In these kinds of muddy war zones, older, rugged designs like the T-40s often have the edge. No frills, just results. Then there's the John Deere 1110D, axle deep in a muddy battlefield, refusing to back down. Despite the heavy load it pulls, it keeps clawing forward. That's not just engineering, that's bravery on wheels. And in the cold? The T-40 shows up once again, eating through deep snow with ease thanks to its low center of gravity and torque-rich engine. It's a workhorse made for unforgiving winters. But not every machine fares so well. Even modern four-wheel drive tractors can get buried in snow, proving that sometimes nature simply says, no, operators have to think fast. Take the IMD 540, for example. It looks worn out, like a tired horse pushed too far. That's a recipe for mechanical failure. You either adjust your tactics or get ready to pay a fortune in repairs. And let's talk about physics. Sometimes, it's not about how powerful the machine is, it's about how it handles that power. A tractor weighing under 2 tons might just float when it should be digging in. Without the right balance and strategy, brute force gets you nowhere. The smart play? Stick close to the ditch, ease into low gear, and crawl out slow and steady, almost like you're whispering through the mud. Then there's the MTZ 1025 in its element, hauling massive loads through mucky terrain. It's not built for speed, but when you need to drag something that weighs as much as a small building, slow and steady wins the race. Another moment sees an MTZ 82.1 towing a loaded MTZ 952 and trailer, proving that real power isn't always loud, it's the quiet, determined push that gets the job done. What stands out in these scenes isn't just horsepower, it's the synergy between machine and human. Every recovery, every maneuver, every escape from mud or snow shows a level of skill that can't be learned overnight. Take the UMZ tractor stuck in a snowbank. No panic, just cool operators applying a time-tested trick, log traction assist. By placing logs beneath the wheels, they create the grip needed to escape the frozen grip of the snow. Simple, effective, and brilliant. And what about those jaw-dropping moments? Like watching the T40 haul a load without even spinning a wheel, just pure traction and torque, old-school style. Or the chaos of a tractor pulling contest, where even the most powerful machines can falter under pressure due to a minor technical hiccup. These aren't just stunts, they're demonstrations of how close to the edge these operators push their gear. Then, just when you think you've seen it all, something unexpected happens. A John Deere catches fire, possibly from a runaway engine burning oil due to a failed turbo. When that happens, shutting off the fuel won't stop it. The only solution? Stall the engine or choke the air intake to cut off oxygen. High stakes, high tension. In another unforgettable face-off, the legendary T-25 goes head-to-head with a modern Chinese-built tractor. It's more than a tug-of-war, it's a test of legacy versus innovation, old-school might versus new-age muscle. Meanwhile, in a quiet orchard, a homemade tractor built from scrap metal effortlessly removes fruit tree stumps. It's not designed for forest duty, but it handles the job with surprising grace. Sometimes, it's not the brand but the brain behind the build that makes all the difference. Think back to 2011 on the icy surface of Lake Balam. Sonia Mailer rolls out with a tractor named Sayak, navigating terrain most wouldn't dare touch. Or a tractor switching gears from fieldwork to carefully demolishing a house, stacking rubble into a dump truck like it was child's play. These machines are as versatile as the people who operate them. The DT75 tractor, designed for snowy climates, shows off its agility like a mountain goat. Timing is everything. If the wheels start to sink, you don't power through. You stop, reassess, and adjust. That open cab gives it maneuverability others lack. And when the snow run becomes a question of luck versus skill, you often find both play a part. Let's not forget the Agramash TK50. Small in size but built for icy combat, it doesn't flinch when the temperature drops. It pulls, yanks, and clears like a beast, reminding everyone that even compact machines can carry a heavyweight punch. When two T16 tractors face off, it's like watching titans brawl. It's not just fun, it's a masterclass in raw pulling power. Then the T40AM storms into view, trudging through deep snow like it was just another day at the office. That familiar growl? It's the sound of decades of hard work and endurance. Then comes a real showstopper, a T40AM pushing a full-size truck uphill, or hauling 3 sky-high hay trailers like it's towing feathers. Every bump is a test of balance, every turn a gamble. It's more than farming, it's artistry under pressure. The TB521, though more modest, preps the soil with surgical precision. Ideal for smaller plots, it shows that power isn't always about size. Efficiency and control matter just as much. And for those craving one final showdown, look no further than the MTZ82 versus the MTZ1221. In this front-wheel drive tug-of-war, it's strength against strength. There's no faking it, only the strongest will prevail. Whether it's a sleek Belarus 1025, 3 gliding through frozen fields or a T40 doing snowy acrobatics, these machines, and the operators behind them, tell a story. A story of resilience, creativity, and unshakable determination. So, if you've ever doubted what a tractor can do, think again. These aren't just tools of the trade. They're testaments to human ingenuity and the relentless will to keep going when the mud says stop.